Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has arrived in New York to lead Pakistan's delegation at the 80th United Nations General Assembly. In his address, the Prime Minister is expected to highlight Pakistan's position on Kashmir, Palestine, and other pressing global challenges. He will also attend high-level meetings on climate action, development, and peace, including a special session with U.S. President Donald Trump and Islamic leaders. Bilateral talks with world leaders are also scheduled. His participation underlines Pakistan's active commitment to peace and multilateral cooperation. For more on the preparations ahead of the General Assembly, we now cross live to our correspondent Eric Westwood in New York.
Yes, Chris. I'm here outside the United Nations headquarters in New York, where world leaders are beginning to arrive. Pakistan's delegation, led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, is expected to present a strong diplomatic case. The focus will be on Kashmir and Palestine, but also on issues like climate change, Islamophobia, and counterterrorism. Officials say Pakistan will use this platform to push for equality and justice, while strengthening ties with both Western and Islamic nations. Back to you in London.
Thank you, Eric. Staying with New York, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has joined Arab Islamic foreign ministers' consultations. The meeting, hosted by Qatar, included representatives from Jordan, Egypt, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. The ministers agreed to present a unified stance on key issues before the UNGA. Dar reaffirmed Pakistan's solidarity with Islamic nations and its support for peace and prosperity across the region. Back home, the Supreme Court has granted the government 45 days to legislate, so civilians can appeal against military court verdicts. The court said protecting constitutional rights is essential and stressed that accountability must be preserved through due legal process. Meanwhile, PTI founder Imran Khan has called for what he terms a decisive rally in Peshawar on September 27. The gathering at Ring Road Motorway Chowk will demand his release, highlight concerns over electoral irregularities, and call for greater media freedom. Party leaders claim it will mark a historic moment in their struggle for democracy. In Multan, former MNA Jamshed Dasti has been sentenced to 7 years in prison in the fake degree case. The court applied constitutional articles 62 and 63, along with penal code provisions. Dasti had earlier been disqualified for submitting false credentials. And in Islamabad, a district court has issued non-bailable arrest warrants for lawyer and activist Iman Mazari and her husband Hadi Ali Chata in a controversial tweet case. The court directed they be presented on September 24th after rejecting their plea to cancel the warrants. Finally, in international headlines, France has formally recognized Palestine as an independent state ahead of this week's UNGA session. President Emmanuel Macron said the move is vital to keeping alive the hope of a two-state solution. Belgium, Luxembourg, Malta, Andorra, and Monaco have also joined this recognition, meaning over 80% of UN members now acknowledge Palestine as a sovereign state. That's all for now. You've been watching Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. Thanks for joining us.